ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार
Jai Shri Mataji, respected brothers and sisters from the global Sahaj family. Salam sejahtera dari Malaysia. Warm greetings from Malaysia. Let's welcome all the newcomers who are joining us for the very first time. We hope and pray that you'll continue to support our collectivity so that it gets strengthened. Let us now bow and welcome Shri Mataji into our hearts with utmost love and respect for our Divine Mother, the Supreme Goddess, Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. For the divinity within us, for our fellow Sahaj family, for ourselves, and mankind in general. Now, with our hands folded and with complete reverence, we will pray to our Holy Mother, Param Puja Shri Mataji. We, your children from across the world, humbly seek your permission, blessings, guidance, and protection to have this global online meditation. Shri Mataji, it is only by your divine grace and blessings and the will of God that we are able to gather every week to worship your holy lotus feet collectively. And for this beautiful opportunity, Shri Mataji, we thank you sincerely from the core of our hearts. Shri Mataji, our only desire is to please you, to be one with you, to attain our spirit, and to be your humble instrument in every way possible. Shri Mataji, our humble salutations at your holy lotus feet again and again from all your children. Today, dear brothers and sisters, we are blessed to have a very dynamic Yuva Shakti from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. He is none other than Atharva, a former student of the ISPS Dharamshala, and he will be not only taking the session today by the blessings of Shri Mataji as Shri Mataji's instrument, but he will also share his beautiful experience as a Sahaja Yogi before the session, and thereafter he will do the meditation, and we can end with instrumental music and have a longer meditation at the end. We are having some technical problem. Our humble apologies to all our brothers and sisters, and we pray that Shri Mataji will remove this obstacle that we are facing currently. Over to you, Brother Atharva. Jai Shri Mataji.
Hello everyone, Jai Shri Mataji. I'm Atharv from Rio, as Auntie said. Just very glad to have the opportunity to conduct this meditation as an instrument of Mother. I'll talk a bit about me before. So I was born in India. I studied afterwards in ISPS for 6 years. ISPS is Dharamshala School, right? You guys might know it. I learned a lot about, Sahaj culture, how to live with different brothers and sisters from different countries in Dharamshala. And also, in Dharamshala, the experience is very beautiful because you're kind of in this environment of innocence where you're just, there's no influence from outside. So that was two things which was really special for me in ISPS. And afterwards, I studied in my state, and now I'm in Brazil. I feel Mother brought me here for some purpose, and still trying to find out what it is. And I'm working as an instrument for her over here. I felt A lot of love from the Brazilian collective. When I came here, Brazil is a very beautiful collective, very beautiful. The love here is just amazing from the yogis and everything else, like now we're gonna have Shivaratri over here. So it's just special, I feel like, when mother gives you this opportunity and she tells you like, indirectly you understand it from your heart that maybe this is something for me. So I felt that with Brazil. And over here we're working with the Yuva Shakti, strengthening the Yuva Shakti. It's still very young, the Yuva Shakti. So we're working with that. And other than that, I play tabla also. So Anandita ji also has some programs here. I play with her, and yeah, just beautiful. Just recently, I had a very beautiful experience with mother, which I feel like, I was thinking about what could I say to everyone about me, and this is like the experience which I have, which is something which always touches my heart very strongly. So last year, we had the programs with Anandita ji, and so we were in the airport, and she was talking to me, and so she said, Atar, what's your purpose in Sahaja Yoga? Like, everyone has this inner understanding of why they want to be in Sahaja Yoga, right? So um, I told her, Auntie, it's because Sahaja Yoga for me is like the only way, right? It's something which is natural inside me, and I know it's the absolute truth. But she's like, other than that, what is what is it? Like something which sparks that inner desire, that devotion for mother. And I didn't have the answer, I didn't have the answer. And then she's like, because I was going to go to India, and so she was like, when you go to India, think about it, right? So yeah, I didn't, really give that much attention to it that at that time, right? But then afterwards, when we came to India, things flew in a way which just gave me the answers, as if mother was working those answers inside me. So, I basically then, while coming back from India to Brazil, I was reflecting. I remembered the answer, because in India we had the 100th anniversary of mother, right? In Chinvara, which was, I had the pleasure of um, taking part of the seminar, the 100th seminar of her anniversary, which was something very special for me. So afterwards, I was in the airport in Mumbai, and I was thinking about, just came to my attention. And I had the answer, I had the answer, and it was so beautiful. I just want to share it with you all because maybe it can inspire the Yuva Shakti or anyone else who is watching this. So, the reason why I want to be in Sahaja Yoga, I felt strongly, is there's many reasons, of course. You can't explain those in words, right? You just can't. But you could let's say three reasons, which I remember right now is the first one was working for Sahaja Yoga. So, when we had the tour with Anandita ji, and then, with the Yuva Shakti, all the thing that is going on, you feel this different joy for working for Shema. It's just different, absolutely different from everything else. When you work to get financial benefits and everything, it's different. It's different. You don't have that joy. So that was something which sparked that desire for me, saying, Mother has chosen me as her instrument, and I want to be there. I want to, be her instrument, her strongest instrument. That was one reason, which came to my attention. And it's different, it's just completely different. The other one, which I remember, is the collectivity, the collectivity. We had the Shivaratri, and, Brazil is an amazing collective, just beautiful, so beautiful because you feel so much love. Being Shivaratri, it's just like so much love with the collective. And I felt that, and I was like, outside, you don't get this. You don't get this outside. The love which you share with all your brothers and sisters, so pure, so joyous, as if you're united in the collective ocean, which is something very beautiful. So that was another reason, And the third one, which touches me the most, is because of mother, because mother, she, sometimes you're like, why did mother choose me? I'm making so many mistakes. Is mother really having attention on me? And because we all make mistakes, right? We are still growing and everything. And then I thought about it, and I felt like mother gave me her answer. You know, I felt that very strongly in Shivaratri and with the programs with Adanjitaji because um, I was having these experiences which I never ever had, because I was talking to uncles and aunties um, and sharing experiences. They were motivating me with Viva Shakti. So many things happening, and I felt at that time is like mother does have her attention. And, sometimes we doubt that, but then there are these moments where you start feeling like, no, mother really has her attention on me. And then when I was in Chinvara with the yogis, um, and then I got the opportunity to be on the stage and cut the cake for Shamaji. And over there, guys, I was just emotional, and inside, I felt mother's presence in a way I never felt. The magnitude of her greatness. I could feel that on the stage when 15,000 people were singing for her, and they were just singing and singing, happy birthday, and I could feel her. As much as she was having attention on everyone, I could feel that she was having attention on me. And that was something which I can never forget, and that was another motive for which I felt like I don't want anything else. I just want Sahaja Yoga. So yeah, this is the experience I had, and that's the experience which motivates me today to try and be a better instrument of her. So yeah, this is the experience I have. We made a documentary also recently, the Brazilian Collective. If you haven't watched it, you can search it on YouTube. um, Sahaja Yoga, the Path of Awakening. We have made it, and we have really received a very nice response from yogis around the world. So yeah, that's a bit about me. So I guess now we could start the meditation.
Nice,
Yeah.
beautiful sharing by you. Can you please, as the host? You can turn off your camera now.
Let's put our attention on our Sahasrara. Ask Mother for her permission to guide us in this meditation. Mother, we do nothing. We're just your instrument. Please conduct this meditation. Let's put our right hand on our heart. Here we can ask Mother, Mother, please come into our heart. Mother, please come into our heart. Let us worship your lotus feet inside our heart. Let your presence in our heart fill our spirits and our souls with love and devotion towards you. Just put our attention on Mother. It's the most important. Attention on Shri Mataji. Truly feel Shri Mataji inside our heart. Ask her to come inside our heart. We can put our right hand on Mother Earth and left hand on our lap. We can put attention now on Sri Ganesha. Attention on Sri Ganesha's innocence, purity, wisdom. Mother, please purify our attention and make us innocent like Sri Ganesha. We can say mantra of Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can put our attention on our liver, left hand on our right Swadhisthana. Here we can say mantra of Sri Himalaya Devata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Himalaya Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, please clear our liver. Please remove all the extra energy, all the overexcitement, all the overthinking, all the worries which we have because of the Maya that surrounds us. Mother, please help us to be in balance. We can put our right hand on our left heart, attention on Sri Shiva. We can say mantra Sri Shiva Parvati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, please bless us with all the beautiful aspects of Shri Shiva. Please help us to become better Sahaja Yogis with the qualities of Shri Shiva. Please prepare us for the upcoming Shivaratri Puja. Now we can put our left hand on our right heart. Attention on Shri Sita and Shri Rama. We can say mantra Shri Sita Rama. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. O Mother, please bless us with the understanding of the Maryadas in Sahaja Yoga. Please help us to understand and become really and truly like Shri Rama and Shri Sita. We can put our attention on our Vishuddhi Yoga now. Just give a few bandhans on our Vishuddhi. Mother, please clear our Vishuddhi. Please help us to use this instrument to spread your message, to be kind, compassionate, and loving. Now we can put our attention on our Agya. Here we can say mantra, Shri Jesus, Mary Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat, Shri Jesus, Mary Mata Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, we forgive everyone. We forgive all the Sahaja Yogis, all the non-Sahaja Yogis. If we think we have forgiven and we have not, please, Mother, make us realize that and help us to forgive everyone, everything. Mother, please purify our attention. Please help us to be more spontaneous. Be guided through your divine love and less through this ego, this mind. With our right hand, we can just raise our Kundalini a few times. With all the attention on our Kundalini, raising it towards our Sahasrara. And now we can put our attention on our Sahasrara. Just sit in silence, without any thoughts, just attention on Shri Mataji, which is the most important thing right now. And prepare ourselves to watch her speech and absorb her words in a few moments. We could now watch Mother's speech for Mahashivratri. It's a Mahashivratri Puja speech. While the speech is going to be played, let's just not forget that we have to be connected with Mother, not in the Agnya, in the Sahasrara.
Today we are going to do puja to Shiva, Sri Shiva. As you know, Sri Shiva is the reflection of Sadashiva within us. I've already told about the reflection. Sadashiva is the God Almighty, the one who sees the play of Adishakti. But he is the Father who is watching each one of his creation or her creation. His support to Adishakti is entirely, fully strengthening. There's no doubt in his mind about the capability of the Adishakti. But when he finds that in the play of Adishakti, the people or the world as such try to disturb her or spoil her work, then he gets into his wrathful mood and he destroys all such people, and maybe he destroys the whole world. On one side he is wrathful, no doubt. On the other side is the ocean of compassion and joy. That's why when it's reflected within us, we get our self-realization. We get the light of our spirit, and we get into the ocean of joy. Also, he is the ocean of knowledge. So, those who get self-realized get the knowledge of the divine, which is very subtle permeating into every atom and molecule. The power of this knowledge is there. His style is such that in his compassion he forgives even very cruel Rakshasas if they dedicate themselves to him, because his compassion has no limits. And sometimes the same people who are blessed by him try to trouble the devotees of Adishakti. But it is just to create a drama, an event. Unless and until there is some drama, people won't understand. We had to have Ramayana, we had to have Mahabharata, we had to have Christ being crucified, we had to have Muhammad being tortured. All that drama was there because without events, people don't remember. So in the spiritual life of human beings, they have seen lots of dramas between the blessings of Shiva and the powers of the Adishakti. As the time has moved, today in the history of spirituality, a great discovery has been made. That people can get their realization in the collective mass. Thousands can get their realization. Now we should know what is this realization we have got. What does it mean? And what is the culminating point? First of all, I have to tell you, the mind about which we speak and depend upon is a myth. There's nothing like mind. Brain is reality, not the mind. Mind is created by us reacting to outside. Either we react to conditionings or to our ego. Thus this mind is created like bubbles on the ocean of reality. But that's not reality. With this mind, whatever we decide, we know is very limited, elusive, and sometimes shocking. The mind always moves in a linear direction. And because there's no reality in it, it recoils and boomerangs. Thus, all the enterprises, all the projections so far we have done, it seems come back to us. Whatever they discover comes back to us as a big destructive power or a very big shock. So one has to decide what to do, how to be out of this trap of our mind. Kundalini is the solution. When she is awake, she takes you. With that awakening, she takes you beyond your mind. The first thing is to go beyond your mind. With mind, you will do many things, but it will not be satisfying. It will be not a solution. It will not help you. And when we start depending too much on our mind, we develop all kinds of physical, mental, emotional problems. Now the latest is the stress. Stress, and this stress has no solution, they say. But in Sahaja Yoga, we find the solution by crossing over this mind. It's like a barrier for our advancement. So, when you get your realization, you must understand that your Kundalini has taken your attention beyond the mind. Now, this reaction to outside has come because we human beings have a prism-like brain, or we can say prism-like skull. And when the energy passes into it, I have explained it in my books, it goes into bifurcations, or you can say refractions, by which our attention goes out and we react. If we react too much, then these bubbles create a very horrible mind which can lead to any kind of thing. It justifies itself, it pampers your ego. The ego and the conditioning that creates this mind start using and this mind for the purpose of their fulfillment of their all the accumulation of ideas and thoughts which has no backing, which has no reality with it. It's like we make the computer. Ultimately we become slaves of the computer. We make the watches ourselves and then we become slaves of the watches. That's how it dominates human beings. And when a person who has a very strong mind decides to destroy like Hitler did with some idea, he can go on destroying, which has a very far-fetched effect on our culture, on our spirituality. Now the first step is to become thoughtlessly aware, where you cross your mind. You go above your mind. Mind cannot affect you. This is the first stage, as we call it, thoughtless awareness. Second one is where you start seeing the working of this Parama Chaitanya, of this all-pervading power, and you start becoming aware that there is a lot of truth in what Mataji says, that there is this power which works out many things. It works miraculously so many things for you. It gives you blessings, it guides you, it helps you. In so many ways it helps you. It gives you good health, good wealth, and also a very good society of very beautiful people in the collective. All that you can see clearly is happening here. Now this happening of achieving thoughtless awareness is very simple and easy. But to maintain at that point is difficult. We still react and we think. Anything you see, you react. To get to that point in thoughtless awareness is first to change your attention. Now, for example, once we were climbing a very high mountain to see one temple called Palitana. Myself, my son-in-law, and my daughter. And we were really tired because we had to climb I don't know how many steps. And when we went up, we were tired, and there was a little canopy made of beautiful marble carving. So we just laid down there. They were very tired, and they said, "What is this kind of a temple?" grudging. While I looked up and I saw lots of beautiful elephants were carved. So I told my son-in-law, "Look at these elephants. They all have tails of different types." He said, "Mummy, we are all dying. How can you see the tails of elephants?" But if just to divert their attention from that tiredness, I told them that why not see these tails of the elephant, which is very different. So what happens that when you are putting your attention so much to outside all the time, then you must first of all also divert your attention. For example, you see these beautifully made things here. Your attention is something else. Just try to enjoy the beauty of that. See, there are beautiful carpets here. Just look at them without thinking. Because they don't belong to you, so no headache. They belong to somebody else. It's very good. Otherwise, if it belongs to you, you start thinking, oh my God, I've spreading them here. What will happen? They have to be insured or some sort of thing like that. That's common human reaction. But if it doesn't belong to you, you can watch it nicely. Now you watch it and don't think. You'll be amazed when you see the beauty that is put inside this. You see the artist who has put his joy, his exuberance into it. And you'll be amazed after realization that this exuberance will fill into you and a cool kind of a relaxation will come into you. And this Kundalini will rise and you will become steady in your thoughtless awareness. So whenever you look at anything, look at any beautiful thing, even say today's election, just watch the man who is elected. Watching him itself gives him blessings, gives him better ideas. You get also ideas which are coming from reality, which are there. How to make this man a successful person, or this country a successful democracy. All these things happen when your attention is diverted from criticizing, from reacting. Just you watch, become the witness, try to witness it. It's not so very yet practiced. So far I've seen that whenever even we get achieve our realization, we don't realize that we have to witness everything. When you start witnessing through your spirit, then you don't see the bad points of another, but you see the good points. You just pick up the person with very good points. See, so once you see that, the witness state enlarges and you start enjoying another person. You start enjoying everything that is there. Even a small blade of grass you can enjoy if you have that capacity. In Japan, Zen system started on these lines. And he made, Viditama was the person who started it. He made a garden out of moss, different moss in very small. That there were little flowers also. And hardly about 5 feet of the garden, which looks like a shape of a question mark, you can say. You have to go on a lift and you reach that platform on top of a hill or a mountain where you see this. All little mosses are there and you see differently arranged a beautiful garden. When you start seeing it, your thought stops. Because such a marvelous thing, when you put attention to it, to its creation, your thoughts stop. So you must practice as to find out what stops your thoughts, what makes you the witness. Once you develop this habit, you will station yourself nicely in the thoughtless awareness. Then you start watching how Sahaja Yoga has helped, how it has been useful, what you have achieved through Sahaja Yoga. You will be amazed if you just start watching it everywhere. You'll be amazed how this Parama Chaitanya acts. Nowadays, this Parama Chaitanya has become active because of Kruta Yuga. You can see from the way it is playing around with vibrations around me. You've seen so many photographs of mine where these vibrations are there. Also, you've seen the photographs of many Sahajis sitting before me. On their head, my name is written down in Arabic language. You've seen so many ways by which you can find out that there is the play of the divine. Now the mind will still try to say something. Don't listen, just watch. The effect of Sahaja Yoga you should watch on yourself, on your body. Don't think about it, but watch it. And you will be amazed how you have changed. To be very frank, when I come to Australia every year, sometimes I can't even recognize you. You look much younger, much better, much happier, and I don't recognize who are these people. It is this witness state which takes you to another realm which we call as doubtless awareness. At that state you can become so empowered that you can give realization to others. You can give realization to others. You can give complete knowledge about Sahaja Yoga. You can talk to them. Also you emit. See, when I'm watching, I'm absorbing the heat. That's my trouble. So, your whole state, spiritual state, becomes so much blissful. You become so powerful. You become so compassionate and so loving, so balanced, completely cleansed with all the destructive ideas you have, all the depressive ideas you have. And then you really stand up as a great Sahaji who can do tremendous work. Like recently I heard that Germans and Austrians are now going to Israel because they think Jews were killed by their forefathers. And there's a big center now start in Israel. Just imagine how these people, once reach that state, go to countries single-handed, they have done so much. Same in Turkey, same in places which are very tremendously remote in South Africa. Because from inside they become completely confident in thoughtless awareness as well as doubtlessly aware. But now, once you start growing by meditative attention, what happens that your attention becomes enlightened. Now the job is to motivate your attention. It's not just to enjoy, but to motivate it, to put it to problems. Now supposing you have some problem on a national basis, you all can put your attention to that and things will work out. Because you are the channel of this all-pervading power, which is trying to create a new world for you, new human beings. And this evolution can take place very fast if you all decide that whatever we have now within ourselves, we should motivate it, we should direct it and put this attention to some use. It should not be wasted. Whatever wealth we have, it should not be wasted. Now this main question today, which I am going to tell you about, that what is God's realization. First is the self-realization, and there are many ambitious people who want to become God's realization. First and foremost thing, we should know that human beings cannot become God. It's not the becoming of it. You have not become also in a way spirit, because the spirit is emitting through you, using you, giving you, looking after you. If you become the spirit, there won't be any body left. Nothing will be left. So with this body intact, your spirit is acting through this body, is giving you all the light. But one cannot become God Almighty. This one has to understand very clearly. But what is God's realization is to know about God. You see, to know about God means to know how His powers are working, how He controls, by becoming part and parcel of God Almighty. Like my finger doesn't know about my brain, but it acts according to my brain. The finger cannot become the brain, but it has to act absolutely according to my brain, because it is so connected, it is so one. Here, when you have the God's realization, then you know about the brain, you know about God, you know about His powers, you know everything about Him. As far as I am concerned, it's a difficult task for you, because I am a Mahamaya. It's very difficult for you to know each and everything about me. I am quite a elusive person, as you know that well. And whatever I do or whatever I achieve, it is just for you to see and understand that after all, this is Adi Shakti, and she can do all these things. You can also do all the things, but you cannot become me. But you have to know through love, through devotion, through prayers. To know the God's powers is the way you are God realized. Then you can control the nature, you can control everything. If you have that knowledge within you about God, for that a complete humility is needed. That you cannot become God, cannot become God Almighty. You cannot become the deities, but definitely you can become God realized, means God acts through you, uses you as His power, as His channel, and that you know what He is doing to you, what He is telling, what His vision is, and what is the information. The connection is like that. Many people in Sahaja Yoga have been benefited, I know. But they don't know how they have been benefited, what has worked it out, how it has worked it out, what connection of theirs has helped. Once you do that, you know that clearly how things are working out, with what power you have achieved it. Then it's a God's realization. Such people become extremely powerful in the sense that they can control so many things. There have been many saints of that kind, but sometimes they fell from even that and they developed their ego. They didn't have their own humility that they should have, that devotion, that dedication, that surrendering. They fell down. And you see them, I've seen some of them, that they become quite proud of their achievements and they don't want to give it to anyone. They think they have achieved it with great difficulties, and why should they give it to others? Such people are not going to rise very high. But you people who have got your realization and who are humble, who know that out of humility only, you are going to achieve your surrendering. Islam means surrender. Muhammad Sahib has talked about Islam, meaning you surrender. If you cannot surrender, you can never know God. He's clearly said that unless and until you know yourself, you will not know about God. So as Sahajis, you have to know all the little things, all the big things, and all the great visions, that you can do it because of the grace of God, because His blessings, because of His love for you, that you have entered into the kingdom of God. I may say you have entered, I may say you have achieved that state, I may say that, but still you are not there. It's like if I tell somebody, now you are in Australia. He's not in Australia, but I can say you are in Australia. So he believes I am in Australia. That's not the way. You have to be in Australia. Then you have to know about Australia. You have to know what sort of climate it is, what sort of things it is. I find also the parents here have to talk to their children. There's not much rapport of the parents with the children. They are being properly looked after in the school, and they want to do a lot. But the parents also must get involved when the children come here to see that they develop proper discipline, proper sense, not to get attached to them to ruin them. If you get attached, then you'll ruin them. One of the qualities of Shiva is complete detachment. And that is what you have to develop, is to become completely detached. Detachment doesn't mean that you neglect anything. I've explained to you many times that like the sap in the tree rises, goes to different various places and then evaporates, or it goes back to Mother Earth. In the same way, your detachment should be. If you get attached because it's your son, or if you get attached because he is Australian, or maybe he belongs to certain family or certain class, then you are still limited. All these limitations have to be dropped if you have to cross over. These limitations create such a big load that whatever I may try, whatever you may try, you cannot stay in thoughtless awareness. That's a very beautiful state in which all of you should be there. In that you are not dominating nor you are compromising. You stand on your own legs and you know for definite that you are not swayed away by any idea or any domination or any subjection of yours by anyone. So you become a completely a free bird, absolutely a free bird, and then it becomes your job to achieve your flight. One flight is up to the thoughtless awareness. The second one is up to the doubtless awareness. And the third one is to God's realization. I have seen people who are very close to me also don't understand. They behave in such a manner as if now they have become gods. So egoistical they are that I am amazed at them. Then they have to leave such. So, you see, even if I praise you too much, if I say anything too much, you shouldn't get pampered. It's a testing ground. Or otherwise, also, if I tell you that this is not good, you should improve on this, you should mind. Because I have to do it. That's my job. And your job is to listen to me. Because I have nothing to gain from you. I do not ask for anything. What I want is you all should get all my powers. You may not become what I am, I agree. But please try to get all the powers that I have, which is not a difficult thing. This is what is God's realization. That's what is to know Shiva and Sadashiva. Through the Shiva, you know Sadashiva. You see the reflection, and from reflection, you know who is the original. From the reflection you learn. Thus you reach that state where you think you are now definitely settled in the kingdom of God, and that you can see God, you can feel God, you can understand God, and you can love God. So may God bless you.
Just for a few moments, absorb Mother's words. We can now do Mother's Aarti.
Mandian Dettol
से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो ये सके जो सेवा, हो ये सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री शक्ति माताजी। श्री निर्मला साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो Shri Nirmala Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Namo Namaha Bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi ki Jai.
We can join our hands towards Mother, both our hands. Mother, thank you for this meditation, guided through you. Please always keep us in your attention. Give us the opportunities and chances to become better Sahaja Yogis with more and more experiences in Sahaja Yoga so that we can become better instruments of you to do your work in this world. Please fill our hearts with love, your love, so that we can love everyone, all the Sangha, our whole Sahaj family. Jai Shri Mataji. You can bow down and take Kundalini Bandhan. Those who want to continue can continue to meditate.
Orang miskin punya multi
नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय सलिलचन्दनचर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दार पुष्प बहुपुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्जवृन्द सूर्याय दक्षा वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय। वसिष्ठकुम्भोद्भवगौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेवार्चितशेखराय चन्द्रार्कवैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय। यज्ञस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for bringing all of us together. Koti Koti pranams at your holy lotus feet. Thank you for sending your lovely son, Atharva, from Brazil, be your humble instrument.